My humble pranams at the holy feet of Rev.Lalaji Maharaj, Rev. Babuji Maharaj, Rev. Chariji Maharaj, Rev. Daji Maharaj, and all elders of our mission. Good evening, my dear brothers, beloved brothers and sisters. Today, I would like to read one of the most important, unique message to the entire humanity, not alone to the Abhyasis. So, this is what the gist of the message is. Lalaji was telling Babuji Maharaj in his intercommunication with Babuji Maharaj. So, Lalaji is telling him that none can be a substitute to Babuji Maharaj. Even his own representatives. You understand? Why? Why nobody, even the representatives, successors, are not eligible to be a substitute to Rev. Babuji Maharaj? That is the greatest question. For that, Lalaji Maharaj says, my dear brother, to Babuji Maharaj, if you transfer all your spiritual treasure, power, the divine power to you, to even your representatives, what will happen? They cannot hold it because they don't have that capacity to hold the ultimate power, which is stored in Babuji Maharaj. So now you can understand what is the power of Babuji Maharaj. And again, Babuji Maharaj is pervading everywhere, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. He is all pervading. You understand? And his grace is all pervading. When he is pervading means his divine grace is also all pervading in this world. And therefore, one has to realize, the Abhyasis particularly, they have to realize that Babuji Maharaj alone is the divine master, not only to our mission, but also to the entire humanity at large. So therefore, it is clearly evident, like where is the daylight comes, it is coming from sun. You understand? Not any through media. Straightly it is coming from the sun. So also all the transmissions, grace, mercy, it is coming through only divine grace from the Babuji Maharaj alone. He is alive. He is eternally alive. Not when he is in the physical form. Please. That applies to each and every guru in this world. The physical form, so long they are in the physical form, they will give some spiritual progress. They might give. And nobody allowed to meditate on their form because it will become an idol worship. But in the case of Babuji Maharaj, you can worship on his physical form. That is nothing to do with our idol worship. Because he is the embodiment of divinity, the God himself. Therefore, when you meditate on the form of the master, after a few minutes it will go away and you will plunge into the ocean of bliss and what is called divinity. That is the thing what Everybody should understand. And even now, time has not lost. But be careful that time is very, very dangerous weapon that has given by the to the humanity by God Himself. Therefore, we should not waste the time. We have to utilize the time in our for our progress in spirituality. Who can give you, take you to the ultimate and leave you there? Who can bring you up to your destination? Who will bring in this world? It is only Babuji Maharaj, and Babuji Maharaj alone. That has to be realized. So, but so many abhyasis, poor abhyasis in our mission, in so many groups, they ignore this fact. This is reality. They are getting the grace and the transmission from Babuji Maharaj alone, who is in the ultimate condition, in subtle form. Therefore, the moment we pray Babuji Maharaj, His grace will come to our door, even in our house. No need to go to anyone for the grace of the Divine Master. Therefore, it is left to our choice. He has given freedom to us, either to utilize His grace for our spiritual upliftment or not. And blessed are those. Definitely, I am telling. Everybody is blessed. All the abhyasis in our mission are blessed souls because they have come to the holy feet of the great master, Babuji Maharaj. And still, most fortunate people, they derive the grace from him directly. Then their life, the problem of life will be solved. If not in this life, after leaving the physical frame, he will liberate the soul. That is what Babuji Maharaj told. Every sincere abhyasi his soul will be liberated after leaving his body, physical frame. So who will give such assurance? Who will give such a guarantee for an abhyasi in this world? Come on, show me. Nobody. Nobody. That is well known by each and everyone what I think. Therefore, we should not waste the time. Okay. And without utilizing the divine power, divine grace from Babuji Maharaj. If we miss in this life, suppose we sideline Babuji Maharaj or send him in the darkness, and we do according to our own thinking, our own speculation, or our own decision we take and follow any other method in this world, method, mission, or master, then definitely you have to born again. This cycle of birth and death will never be crossed by anyone, abhyasi or non-abhyasi, unless he comes to the holy feet of Babuji Maharaj. Okay, you understand? So why I am telling Babuji Maharaj? Always Babuji Maharaj is, I am talking about his physical body. No. Physicality. No, not that. Everyone, even their father, mother leaves this world. Everyone will tell, my father used to tell like that. My mother used to chide me, guide me, feed me. So, you understand my point? So also, Babuji Maharaj is our guru. He left the mortal frame, but yet he is there. He is dictating term to all the liberated souls in the brighter world. Please, please. This is my sincere and serious what is called suggestion, not even advice, suggestion, to try yourself and pray and worship Babuji Maharaj. You will definitely, he will give the experience, a tinge of reality definitely will be given by the great master. This is my personal experience with our mission, Shajamarga, or any groups. That is the personal experience, and I am telling to my brothers and sisters. I feel it is my bounden duty that I should tell what is better for them. Of course, they are all good, but they should become better and best. They should not, what is called efface. They should not forget the great master and waste their lives. So many evolution process, we have taken so many birth, millions, 84 lakhs birth we have taken and came to this world born as a human being. This will never happen to us. This will never happen to all other species. But fortunately, having born as a man, we have to solve our problem of life under the grace of a great master. This is what I am telling. And I don't want to, because I cannot tell more than this, as I am also an abhyasi like you, waiting for the master's grace and his mercy, his sympathy to take me to himself and make me merge in him. This, after all, a dust particle under his feet. So kindly don't mistake me. It is left to your choice to utilize the grace of the great master, or you may go as you like. Now let me study the Lalajis. Lalaji is telling to Babuji Maharaj. Okay, this small paragraph I will read. Please listen carefully and try to understand and digest it. That will be immense help in your spiritual endeavorment, spiritual progress. So let me read this. That is, Lalaji Maharaj, in his dictates to Babuji Maharaj on 8th February 1945, Lalaji Maharaj said, had I filled any other person with these powers, ultimate power, he would have wrought havoc. Lalaji is very, very disciplined, 100% perfection, perfected, and he has 100% perfection in him. Babuji Maharaj himself told, none other in the spiritual field. Such a great saint. Lalaji Maharaj, he is telling Babuji Maharaj, what he is telling, he is telling, he would have, had I filled any other person with these powers, he would have wrought havoc. You see, what will happen? Except Babuji, Lalaji has not done that mistake. He is the divine personality. Therefore, he says, suppose had I filled this power, the divine power in any person, what would have happened? Wrought havoc. He would have, like Ravana or another demon, what they did with the power. When Shiva gave power to this one Rakshasa, one giant, one demon, he prayed. Bhasmaswara, his name. The Bhasmaswara did penance and Shiva appeared. And Shiva asked, what do you want? Please ask me what desires you have. I will fulfill. Then he said, on whoever's head if I put hand, they should become ashes. Shiva said, okay, I have given granted to you. You can enjoy. He disappeared. But what has happened to this Bhasmaswara? He is a demon. He is hot-headed. He is egoistic. He is the embodiment of egoism. Nothing more than that. So what he thought, a greedy fellow, that greedy demon. So if I put the hand on the Shiva, the god Shiva, he will become ashes and then I can rule Kailasha. So he went chasing Shiva. Shiva was afraid. And Shiva went to the Vishnu in the Brahmaloka, in the Swargaloka. There he begged means Vishnu to help him from this demon. And then what he did, Vishnu, as everyone knows, the Puranas, he took a beautiful lady form, Mohini, and he started dancing in front of the demon. And the demon, whoever may be, they are attracted by a beautiful woman that is there. So he was attracted by her charm and her dance. He started dancing. Finally, what happened? The Mohini, he kept her hand, put her hand on the head. This idiotic ass demon, he also put the hand on his head and immediately he has become ashes. Nothing but ashes. So you understand? So that is what Lalaji Maharaj says. Had I given the powers to anybody, anyone in this world, they would have become like Bhasmaswara. So you understand? You understand that? Okay. So next one, Lalaji said, he would have wrought havoc. But orders were only for you. Even Lalaji Maharaj gets the order from God. God is the creator. So orders also to give the eternal power, the ultimate power to Babuji Maharaj only. That is the order. That was the order what Lalaji Maharaj received from the God. So these powers can be wrought havoc, but orders were only for you, and therefore you have been prepared like that. So Lalaji is telling, I got an orders from God, from the ultimate, to transfer, to infuse. So in Babuji Maharaj. Therefore, Lalaji Maharaj says, I have injected or I have infused or I have transferred the ultimate power to you only because you are deserving. Others, they are not deserving. You are only the deserving person in this world to receive that ultimate power. Next one, that is these powers cannot be given to anybody, even to the spiritual successors. My dear friend, I don't want to criticize anyone. I have got full respect and reverence to all our representatives, saints, all our preceptors, and love for all our brothers and sisters. I don't want to tell anything out of whatever comes through my mind. This is a crooked mind. So I don't want to comment on anyone. They're all great people. Representative means what? It's not a joke. To represent the mission method of the master, Babuji Maharaj, it is not a joke. So therefore, what Lalaji says to Babuji, Lalaji knows everything. He says, after you, 100 successors will come. We are seeing after Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, after Vivekananda, how many? How many Babas, how many Nandas we are seeing. Therefore, uh, therefore, this is what. uh, therefore, 1 minute. So, therefore, what Lalaji is telling, therefore, you have been prepared like that. These powers can't be given to anybody, even to the spiritual successors. That is one condition he has put, Lalaji Maharaj. Please, he is our Adhiguru. He simply says, these powers only, who is deserving? Only Babuji Maharaj and none other. Not even his representatives. Representatives, successor, are custodians in our mission. Custodians. They are the caretaker or managers, as Behenji said. They are the managers to manage our system, method, mission, method, and master. But they cannot take, they cannot take, they cannot take the Abhyasi to the ultimate condition. That power has not been given to them either by the master or by the God himself. Only Babuji Maharaj can take each and every one. Only he has that power. Others, they can transmit. They pranahuti, but they cannot lift a person to the ultimate condition of reality. They may lift to an extent, but not to the destination. So that has to be understood. That is what Lalaji is telling. So these powers can't be given to anyone, anybody, even to the spiritual successors. Here people mistake that spiritual successor or the Babuji Maharaj himself or the divine personality. No, they are not like that. They are not here. If they possess that power, what Babuji is possessing. Naturally, we will accept them as our beloved masters. But here it is not the story like that. The story goes differently. That only Babuji and Babuji alone can hold that ultimate power, and not even his successors. Therefore, we give respect and reverence to our successors. But we worship our divine master. He is only the master in our mission, in this entire, for the entire humanity. He is only, but posterity will come to know. Now nobody will listen. Nobody will even think. Nobody will accept whatever I am telling. Who am I after all? I am a dust particle. I already told you, no. You will not listen to me. Nobody will listen. And I am not worried. I am having a pain in my heart that I want to see my brothers and sisters. I am receiving his grace. And Benji used to say, Babuji's grace is everywhere. Such a highly evolved soul, only one soul, one saint in this entire spiritual, it's called field. So he is there. His power is everywhere. But we have to worship. Only then we will get it. Not just speaking. No. So that is what is required. Therefore, no, none can substitute Babuji Maharaj. Okay. In fact, these powers are reserved. So, therefore, what he said, these powers can't be given to anybody, even to the spiritual successors. In fact, these powers are not found even in the guru of the higher grade. There may be gurus are there in this world, Just if you browse the YouTube, you will find hundreds of gurus. They will be speaking about spirituality, philosophy, about ultimate condition, about God and everything. But even that in this world, none is there to substitute Babuji Maharaj. None, no one is there. That is publicly, openly, Lalaji Maharaj is confessing. Lalaji Maharaj is what is called, he is telling. Open declaration. Okay, you understand? So, in fact, these powers are not found even in the Guru of the highest grade. With creation of the universe, these powers are kept reserved. But I was the custodian of these powers. See, ever since the creation started, from that time, these powers are kept reserved. And of course, avatars, Rama came and he got some power. During Treta Yuga, during Dwapara Yuga, Krishna, he brought the God himself, taken the incarnated as Krishna, and Krishna brought some powers to Kurukshetra to establish dharma and annihilate adharma. He got some power and he killed a lot, almost all wicked fellows. So his regime is over. Now our Babuji Maharaj, he is the special personality or the avatar incarnated, God incarnated for the human beings in this Kali Yuga. So, therefore, that is what Lalaji is telling. It is reserved for you since the time of creation. It is reserved for you. And I am protecting this power. You see how humble Lalaji Maharaj. So, to have such a great personality, such a having a high perfection, 100% perfection, perfected human being. And we cannot imagine his, what is called majesty, spiritual majesty. We cannot measure his unconditional love for the entire humanity. Such a Lalaji Maharaj is such a great personality, what Babuji says. So, great men are not accidentally born. When time needs, most they come, do their job, and go. Such is the phenomenon of nature. That is Lalaji Maharaj, Babuji is telling. Please read the books. That is Lalaji Maharaj. Lalaji Maharaj cannot be produced, nobody, this world cannot produce such a personality. So, we are ever and ever indebted to Lalaji Maharaj and his holy feet and pray him to take all the humanity to the destination, to the ultimate condition. That is what, to liberate them from this bondage. So, such Lalaji Maharaj, he is telling that, you see, Babuji Maharaj is having the infinite power, the eternal power, the divine power in him, which cannot be translated, which cannot be transformed, which cannot be given to anyone. Therefore, anybody who wants to reach the ultimate has to propose, has to go to the holy feet of the great master Babuji Maharaj and him alone. Otherwise, it is impossible for human beings like us. We cannot reach by ourselves or depending upon the masters or representatives, saints, whatever you call. We cannot depend upon anyone other than Babuji Maharaj for our upliftment, for our reaching the goal. Otherwise, it will take, suppose, so many abhyasis are there in our mission, so many abhyasis. They have left Babuji Maharaj. And that is what the funny thing is. People are going to temple for what? To have the darshan of God in the temple. Okay, idol worship. That idol they want to see. They are seeing God in the idol. Nobody is going to visit the priest. Priest is the custodian of the temple. Custodian. And he has to manage all the whatever is required to do for that idol. He has to do it. He is the custodian. He cannot solve the problems of humanity. He cannot remove the diseases from them. He cannot fulfill their desires, the devotees. They know perfectly. You see, rituality, in rituality at least, they may be receiving grossness. They are swimming in the world, in the ocean of grossness, but yet they have a definite understanding of the God in the idol. So therefore, we have to, that is what I want to tell. Trying to tell that Babuji Maharaj is only the spiritual master and none other. That is because what happens if people elect some leaders in the politics? The leaders, they may be good, but his group, no, he may be good, but if he is not efficient, then what is the use of electing such a and expecting our issues, problems to be solved? He cannot solve because he doesn't have that much intellect, that much power of discrimination or the power of discretion. So he cannot. He will be there in the seat, the prime minister or the president, watching the fun of people going astray. The wrought havoc will be going on, but he cannot do anything. So we have to, when understanding becomes acute, that is Babuji is telling, therefore, we have to understand what is righteousness, what is the right thing that will take me to my destination. So that has to be seriously thought of. And it is the paramount importance of every human being, let alone our abhyasis and everyone, to think, go on thinking, contemplating on that great master. So this is easy for you, all abhyasis. I don't need to say. You have your own respect and reward for Babuji Maharaj, Lalaji Maharaj, Chariji Maharaj, everything you have got. That I know. I am not touching that one, that your faith in the master, your devotion for the master, your love for the master. Only the thing I am telling. If you utilize the grace of Babuji Maharaj, it will directly come to your home. When that is a condition, when I have a cow in my home, why should I run after milk to the milk booth? Cow is there. When I have water tap, why should I run to the reservoir? Therefore, when I have Babuji Maharaj, he is in the heart, divine master. When he is in the heart, then why should I run to others for the grace and the even pranahuti? I don't want it. Because I am fully confident that he is in the heart, the innermost core of the heart of everyone, not only me, every abhyasi, he is residing. And we have to find out and to go to his holy feet. We have to worship him, do sadhana for that. And definitely, his mercy will be always on those who worship him. Otherwise, even the mother cannot give food to the child unless the child cries. So we have to crave for his grace. That's all, my dear sisters and brothers. I wish you a happy and divine day. And also I pray the great master Babuji Maharaj to enlighten you, each and everyone, of their own goal and his capacity and power. Only then the Abhyasis can utilize him. So I sincerely pray Babuji Maharaj to pour his divine grace on us and make us and make transform and make us transformed. That's all. Thank you very much. Take leave. I will definitely meet you once again with your great benevolence, with your love and affection for me, for this little tiny creature. Definitely, I'll meet you. Till then, bye. Om Shanti.